Horizon presents Sunset Rally, championship race, Redstone Strip Pass Trail, exclamation everybody, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 3. I decided to kick off a new championship series here. This one is Subaru versus Evo, or Impreza versus Evo, whatever they called it. And I've got the Subaru Impreza that I'm using. The STI. So let us see if I can make something happen with this. Why is my view so close in like that? I don't know. Perhaps I made it that way. I might have. For whatever reason, the game, when I started up, it had all my settings. I had to redo all the visual settings again. So I don't know if I set everything the way that I had it before or not. I did a little test here with the FPS counter on, the in-game FPS counter, and everything seemed okay, so we're just going to roll with it for now and see what happens. So the quality might be less than it was, it might be more than it was, I don't remember. I get the feeling like I had more things set to Ultra before than I did gonna do now, but whatever. Whatever the case may be, it's still quite the lovely game. So also I also wanted to knock that guy off of his path there, just so I could have the pleasure of catching up to him, I guess. Alright, we're getting off to a rocky start already. It's been about a week or so since I have played last. So I'm going to be, as always, this is the start of a new recording session, so I'm going to be really crap until I can sort of get some of the feel back. That said, this car is actually working out really well for me right now. Like it's actually responsive and turning and stuff, but I think this course is a little bit deceptive because it's been very, very gentle thus far. So we'll see what happens. Because I know I'm going to get into that spot where I'm like, alright, maybe I'll up the difficulty, and then find out that no, I really should just stayed where I was with that. So we'll see here as we come around the corners. That was a nice little bump there. Yeah, I am leaving them in the dust, which is leading me to believe that I probably should, you know, up the difficulty again, but I know as soon as I do that, it's going to be the complete opposite. There's no, just like Forza Horizon 2, there's no happy medium in the middle there, unfortunately. But so far we're doing quite well here. I'm enjoying myself, despite the occasional belly aching. I do really enjoy these games. Oh, we're going down under the tunnel, huh? I enjoy the open world racers here. I just wish there were more of them. Like I've been really honestly thinking about playing Burnout Paradise as a series on the channel, even though it's a much older game. I've done a little bit of that on a live stream, but I haven't actually played it as a full-on series on the channel. Because that game is a lot of fun. That's like, to me, the litmus test of an open world game. If it reminds me of that, then we're doing good. we're on good territory there. All right. So that race is in the bucket. So what we want to do now is go. This is a 3-race championship, I believe, up to level 45 now, into almost level 46. And our fan counts, it's getting up there. We need to get to 2 million to get the next festival, which I think is the last festival of the game. Alright, so where are we going to go next? We got to go to this one, I think. Alright, so I will head on over there. Oh, it's like 2.3 miles, huh? I'm going to just go straight to it. I'm going to head on over there, as we do. And I will return. Horizon presents Sunset Rally Championship Race in the Kuber Petty Trail. Alright, let's let's do this, even though I'm probably going to regret this. Let's just up the Drivatar difficulty and see how that works without doing anything else, without changing anything else about it. Just do that. And we will start the race event. So I might sound a little bit nasally, a little bit stuffed up. I'm not coming down with anything. It's just that the weather has changed, and usually during this time of the year when we start to get to cold weather and stuff, basically when I first have to turn the heat on in my house, which I've done this week, I start to get really like a mixture of being dried out and also my sinuses that is, and also like a little bit stuffy. And it's just something that happens. I don't know why it happens. I don't know if it's just a difference in the humidity or what it is. You know, I've tried using like both humidifiers and you know, dehumidifiers in the summertime and all that stuff, but it seems like this happens whenever the weather changes, either from cold, from hot to cold, or cold to hot for me. So you might hear a little bit of that, and that's just my apologies on that. That's just something I'm dealing with. Also, this only tends to happen in the fall and the winter time. My sleep pattern at night is really bad to the point where, like, I am very, very tired right now, or tired feeling. Even though I've technically slept the same amount of time I normally sleep, it's just the quality of sleep is not so high, and I still haven't figured out how to fix that. You know what I mean? It's like in the summertime I have no problem at all. Like I'll sleep the same amount of time at night, you know, 6 to 7 hours or so, and I'll wake up refreshed and be okay. In the wintertime I will do the same thing, but I'll wake up and I'll feel like I didn't sleep at all. Like, I guess the quality changes, and I don't know if that's just, I don't know if it's just I have it too hot in the house, or maybe it's the same thing that's affecting my sinuses. I don't know. It's just something that it always hits me, and it always surprises me when it hits me, and I don't know why it surprises me when it hits me, because I know it's coming. I just don't know when usually. And it just, it always sneaks up on me. So, got a couple of those things going. And the last couple of videos, like, you know, Chronicle and Forza Horizon 3, and the last couple of Deus Ex videos, it probably sounds like I'm, like, halfway dead. Like, halfway, 1 foot in the grave, sort of really, really tired. And that's just this whatever this is that sort of saps my energy, but it's I'm working through it. You know, it's one of those things that just happens every year, and then it kind of comes and goes. It's like during the winter time it'll be there a little bit, and then it'll you know, 1 week will be bad, next week will be fine. It's just, I have no idea, no clues whatsoever. But, there we go. We're up to level 46 now. That is fantastic. Another 15,000 XP to the next level. Okay. Let's spin and see what way to win, shall we? Spin, and... oh, that Ford... well, 100,000 credits is good, too. I was going to say, that Ford Bronco was nice, but I'll take the 100,000 credits. Sure. Give me all that. And maybe once we get through this championship, we'll get to 2 million fans. That'd be rather fantastic, I'd say. Strippier Texas 1 is coming towards us. Alright, so our next one here, Cross-Track Scramble. Looks like a relatively short race, so, and we're right there, so I might as well just stay with it here. I've been driving through a lot of these rivers around here to try to find some more XP and other you know, signage and stuff like that, and it's quite plentiful, let me tell you. Quite the plentiful thing thus far. As far as the, that is a solid pole right there. That's here. Getting a long way, I feel like. Alright. Outback cross-track scramble. Let's continue as a championship. And you know what? Maybe I'll just pump this up again. So, Horizon presents Sunset Rally. Championship race cross-track scramble. Yeah, let's do this. Why not? What's the harm, right? Let's go up to expert. This is gonna be really bad. But I'm gonna try it and leave everything else the way it was. Maybe that's what my problem was. I was turning too many things off, too many variables in the equation, and all I really needed to do was just pump up the driver tar difficulty. We'll see. I'm trying to find that sweet spot where, you know, a lot of the races are difficult, but I want it to be difficult-ish without having to tune the cars. Like, if I can just auto-tune the cars and still be competitive, I would rather do that than to have to sit there in the tuning menu and be like, oh, I need to put 2 more inches on my wheel well and 4 more degrees on my roll cage and 7 strips on of chicken on my salad or something like that. You know, I don't really want to deal with that stuff. Obviously, since I don't know the actual wordage to use, I don't want to necessarily deal with that stuff. Alright. Great drifts and everything. I would really like to bank those points if it would be so kind as to do that. Ooh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Now see, here's the thing, right? I'll be doing this, I've pumped this up for the Outback Challenge here. And obviously since I'm not in first place yet, I've done a good job here. But then once we get back onto the road surfaces again, it'll probably be, I probably won't be able to compete at all. It's very, I feel like the difficulty changes, like they change it based on, well, obviously it has to change based on the shape of the track. Maybe that's what I'm complaining about the most. Maybe when you're down in the cities and they have the small, the 90-degree turns and stuff. That's why I have so much of a problem. Because here we haven't really had anything quite like that, like you would see down in the city driving. So I guess that's my takeaway, right? Is that I'm gonna have to tweak the difficulty when I'm down there doing the city driving stuff, because there's so many weird and crazy turns in the soup. The soup that is the tracks. Now the other thing too is that I know that there's a lot of like custom tracks that you can make, and that they're sort of really encouraging a lot of those custom tracks, you know, the building and racing of them. And I might do that. I don't really want to build a track myself. I might race a track that someone else has put together, though. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of would rather just stick with the ones that have been professionally done. For no other reason than I feel like at least the unfairness of it is due to an actual designer, not some troll on the internet. Like, hey, anybody can run this race course. It's like the best feature they ever put in like the Mario Maker thing was that people had to actually finish their levels to prove that they were actually finishable in order for them to be submitted. It's kind of like that. All right, well, we still got first place there. That was a little bit more difficult, so that was pretty good, I think. I enjoyed that quite thoroughly. Should get a bunch of XP for it too, because I'm at 50% now. Championship complete. Sunset Rally 3 events. Across the Outback. It was Evo versus Impreza. That's what it was. And our balance is going up there. Our rewards are excellente. Just 4,000 till level 47. And how about the fans? 62,000 we got there. Kabam! New festival incoming, my friends. Next one is at 2.67 million, huh? I don't like things. Go away. There's nothing in this world that I like.
I'm thinking we're not done yet. I have one more festival site in mind. There's more than enough fans to go around. Horizon Australia needs to sample as much Australia as possible, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Unlock new festival sites. Yes, build that.
Come see me at our new Yarra Valley location. If and when you get tired of the roads around here, that is.
Apparently I'm going with most of the people who are like, yeah, Yarra Valley, yeah, that'll be totally the last one we open.
The Yarra Valley. Hills and fields and forests. Cross-country racing to your heart's content.
Alright, well, we'll head on over there and open up the festival and see what happens. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to travel across... I'm going to travel across the outback. Who needs roads? Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
200 yards. Turn right.
Let's go. Yeah, I get it. 200 yards. Just screw off. Screw off, Anna. Go away. You know what I find strange though, and I don't know if Forza Horizon 2 had this problem or not, but they don't seem to recalculate your distance based on, instead of as the crow flies, it's more based on what the route they've selected. But I thought in Forza Horizon 2, I feel like in that game it actually did at some point like recalculate based on the fact that you're just not following any roads. But I could be wrong on that. My memory of it is fading fast because it was such a long time ago. Trying not to hit any. I'm coming up on a lot of trees though. I kind of want to bank all this. I want to bank all this stuff here without hitting any trees. So let's just go really slowly. There we go. 145,000. There was no way I wasn't not going to bank that nonsense. Because that was far too much skill points. Also, I guess I should bring up the speed on skill points because I have not shown you. I have been putting skill points into things. Alright, let's build this thing, shall we? Build it and see if they come, huh? Hopefully we put some light here. Oh, there we go.
Voila. Horizon Yarra Valley. Rolling hills, green fields, lush forests. I knew Australia was pretty, but now I think it's just showing off.
I imagine it is. Alright.
This Horizon Festival just gets bigger and bigger, doesn't it? You're gonna need some new wheels just to get around the place.
Alright, so we got some modern supercars here. We got the Ferrari 488 GTB. The Ferrari California T, retro supercars. The Ferrari, they have a run on Ferrari apparently. Ferrari 512 TR, the Lamborghini Huracan, 610R. What is that? It's a 10 on the launch and good braking too. Ooh. Lamborghini Aventador. LP 700, that's also a pretty good one, and the Lamborghini Diablo, yes, Diablo. That's a rear-wheel drive. I actually want to. This one's free. Huh? In fact, they're all free. Okay, let's. I'm gonna pick the Huracan because I likes it. I think I likes it. And let's see, professional racing. Nyan Cat, okay. Red with black. That's actually a really nice color scheme there. Ooh, that's a really good one. I like that. I'm really. So, you know, they can actually take the spoiler off of things. Does that actually affect the performance on the game? Because some of these have spoilers and some of them don't. That's an interesting one. Royal Bling. It's royal blue and gold trim. That's it certainly is Royal Bling. I really like this one. This is like a midlife crisis color right here. I like this. I like it a lot. Let's do that one. All right, select. Yes, I want that car.